Walmart has pulled a costume of a beard and turban that looks like Osama bin Laden, and has also stopped selling a naughty leopard costume for toddlers after complaints that the outfit sexualized children. Meanwhile, a Marvel Spider-Girl costume comes with a pink skirt and go-go boots. Which takes me, the alternate story and this story takes me to the observations Dr. John has passed along. Because I think they are, well, they're par for the course for Dr. John, but led me in a completely different direction or a completely different understanding of all of this. Dr. John said, here's my feeling. It's one thing to dismiss people, and that's what the alternate article does, to dismiss people who would buy such costumes as the crew of mouth-breathing asshats that they no doubt are. And that's the tack the article takes. Dr. John continues, however, but you know how I feel about consumption. We put way too much emphasis on that side of the equation while basically ignoring production. For instance, we construct class as something that you can buy your way into. Ask almost anyone, and they'll tell you. There's no class in America, right? I think I even referenced that silly notion in our conversation with Steve from the UK last night. There's no class in America. Anyone can afford a big screen TV. Anybody can afford a new truck every 5 years. Everybody's middle class, and some of us will pull ourselves up by our bootstraps into the upper class. And the next thing you know, we've got a 200-foot yacht flying a Cayman Islands flag and a full-time crew of 12, and life is good. But Dr. John observes, in fact, class is a measure of where you are situated in the production of goods and services and information. Let me read that again. In fact, class is a measure of where you are situated in the production of goods and services and information. If you punch a clock, or have a supervisor, or work a machine, including a computer, you're in the working class. If you supervise others, or provide unique technical knowledge, or teach, you're in the middle class. If your name's on the building, or you sign others' paychecks, or your money buys the machines, then you're in the upper class, or the bourgeois class. What's this got to do with racist Halloween costumes? Production happens before consumption. And this is the kind of deep background thinking that I love. These costumes are made before they're bought. Now, a statement like that seems to speak for itself. You can't buy something that... but no one's out there subscribing to the sexy Osama bin Laden costume long before the factory in China ever produces it. Thus, what seems to be an obvious statement becomes one that is far more nuanced than we may have suspected. These costumes are made before they're bought. Production decisions are made by the upper class. You could call them the 1%ers. They make decisions on what to produce in order to satisfy desire that they predict will exist in consumption. You know, focus groups. Or they might even actively work to create such desire. Witness whatever turns out to be the it toy for the coming Christmas season that is already being hawked on shelves. I had to go buy some candy for this evening to give away. I'm a little late to the party on that. And I walked in and found out it's Halloween, and all the Halloween candy crap was gone. It was all Christmas stuff. So little kids will be getting some Christmas raisins in their tree. No. Why would a 1%er want to make racist Halloween costumes? The short answer, as noted by Dr. John, is because they know they'll sell. Why will they sell or be consumed? Because the proles have been fed tons of lies that create racism, sexism, and homophobia. They've been fed this by the media, which are also controlled by 1%ers. Working class and middle class people are taught to dislike people who are different in what are really arbitrary ways at the end of the day, in order to stop them from ever uniting together and tossing the 1%ers out onto the street. As another example, witness our discussion in the last few days of the rise of professional athletics in the last part of the 19th century, concurrent with the rise of organized labor. Come on, hey, Huey, let's not go to the Union Hall meeting. Let's go watch the ball team play. Yeah, I hear they got a hot new pitcher. Kid named Ruth. Although that's the wrong accent. So Dr. John says, don't have a lot of blame for people who buy these costumes. Or rather, I have a hell of a lot more blame for the system that creates and then satisfies a desire for the costumes. Capitalism scares me more than any sort of undead. Let's close with a quote appropriate for the day. If money comes into the world with a congenital bloodstain on one cheek, capital comes dripping from head to foot, from every pore, with blood and dirt. Karl Marx, Das Kapital, Volume 1. What an awesome way to look at this, the manipulative side of Halloween. This from Jim. Subject line, costume. I am wearing a French maid's costume with a tiara. Nothing like a tiara when cleaning the toilet. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you too, Jim. And happy scrubbing bubbles. Oh, I did say that, didn't I, Dr. John? In describing the costume of the superhero Red Scare, I said Agnes is not dressed at all. Subject line from Dr. John, quote, she's not dressed at all, unquote. Well, wait, so it's that kind of Halloween at the Kincaid Manse. Why are you on the air? Oh, see, if this was all scripted, it would be no fun.